All right, Spider-Man fans, we know you have been waiting patiently for so long about our plans for the Spider-Man cinematic universe. Without further ado, let us announce our first movie, Venom. Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, Madam Web, Hypno Hustler, El Muerto, Night Watch, and of course, Jackpot. So, what do you think? Oh, we knew you guys would love it, but that's not all. We also have plans for Sandman and Rhino to have their own movies. Isn't that exciting? Oh, Sony, you will never learn, will you? Like, how many attempts are you gonna make to start a cinematic universe and compete with Marvel? It all started with The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that failed, and which led to Sony making a deal with Marvel to bring Spider-Man to the MCU, and you thought that would be it. But nope, since Sony is so dense, they decided to take another shot at their cinematic universe. And to start it off, they decided to make a movie on none other than the Lethal Protector himself, Venom. Now say what you will about the movie, but it did really well at the box office, and that convinced Sony to greenlight a sequel and their other spin-off movies. And so after Venom and the sequel, Let There Be Carnage, they went to work on another spin-off, but this time focusing on the living vampire himself, Morbius. And it was so good that nobody saw it. And Sony recognized that and re-released the film for a few days, mainly because of memes. And guess what? Nobody went anyway. Like, Sony actually believed that we loved this film for different reasons when it wasn't the case at all. And the fun doesn't end there. A few months ago, we had the trailer for Kraven the Hunter starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. And then today, as of this recording, we got the Madam Web trailer. Oh my god, what the fuck? Like, who in the fuck thought it was a good idea to make a Madam Web movie? I mean, the only reason people will go watch this movie is mainly because Sydney Sweeney. Damn, girl. But anyway, a Madam Web movie is a terrible idea when all the character does in the comics is just tell Spider-Man's future and all that stuff. And then we get a Kraven movie where he's an anti-hero instead of being a villain in a Spider-Man movie. Like, instead of focusing on other Spider people like 2099, Noir, and even Miles, even though he already has his animated movies, and instead focus on the villains and some very obscure characters like Night Watch, which is essentially a Spawn knockoff. I mean, who are they going to do next? I mean, I'm going to guess here, Big Wheel. Yeah, let's get him a movie. Why not? Like, what makes Sony think that we want these types of movies? With Marvel, they have all of the Marvel universe in their hands. Like Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, all these characters. But Sony only has Spider-Man, and they can only do Spider-Man characters. Like, if they want to do spin-off movies with other characters, I think some of them can actually work pretty well. Like Silver Sable and the Wildcats. That could be a movie. The Prowler, but with Hobie Brown as the Prowler, can have a movie. Heck, even Black Cat, I could see, kind of. Like, out of all the spin-off movies that they've made, the one that was truly successful was Venom. Why? Because it's fucking Venom. Venom is as popular as Spider-Man. Morbius isn't. Kraven is a popular villain, but he's suited more as just being a villain in a Spider-Man movie. Madam Web is not popular. I'm sorry, but she isn't. El Muerto, like, what the fuck? Who? A character that only showed up in like 1 or 2 issues and that's it? They're making a movie about that? At this point, just let Sony make these movies. They'll figure it out eventually when they make like 15 Spider-Man spin-off movies that these are not going to work out.